This week's G.I. Joe tour review, where this week we will be reviewing uh, Kangor. As in week 4 of Ugly Ass Figures Month. But before we get to Kangor, let's do our shout outs of the week. First off, at Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street, here in lovely Winchester, Virginia, where you can get yourself some video game systems and video games dating all the way back to the Atari. So go ahead and check them out, and you can find them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can also find them on their website of www.backtothemedia.com. You can email them at backtothemedia@gmail.com, so go ahead and check them out. And while you're in that neighborhood, go over to 115 South Loudon Street to Time Travelers Toys and Collectibles uh, at 115 South Loudon Street. And you can find them on Facebook and email them at timetravelertoys@gmail.com, which is actually, if you saw my little short video just a couple weeks ago, you see I found the retro Snake Eyes right here at Time Travelers. See, you get all kinds of toys and collectibles from G.I. Joe to Transformers to, He-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, and more. So go ahead and see Charles or Jack and check them out. And if you're interested in building up your comic book collection, you can go to Four Color Fantasies at 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester, Virginia, right there next to Buffalo Wild Wings. So you get yourself good food there and go and check out comic books. And you get new titles, back issues, role-playing stuff, and collecting supplies, and and such. Is a great store, so check them out. And as I've been doing lately, some in support of mental health issues, behavioral health issues, I suggest if you need some counseling, go to Healing Grace Counseling Services on 133 West Boscawen Street here in Winchester, Virginia. And you can check out the website at www.healinggracecounseling.com or email them at healinggracecounseling@hotmail.com. So you can check out Robert Brown, who's a close personal friend of mine. So if you suffer from any kind of behavioral health, or if you just want marriage counseling, pre-marriage counseling, or whatnot, go and check him out. So let's get to Kangor by first reading the file card. It says the file card reads as such: Cobra Savage Fighter, codename Kangor. File name unknown, military specialty mixed martial arts fighter. Secondary military specialty is animal trainer. His birthplace is Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the text says, Kangor was a cruel, unscrupulous, and insensible trainer. He was banished from every championship match that he participated in for being too violent and not wanting to follow any of the established rules of the sport. In a trip to Australia, he stole and nurtured a kangaroo that he named Goru as a training partner. The two formed the most unique duo ever seen in the underground fighting circuits around the world. This news caught the attention of Cobra Commander, who offered to sponsor these fighters' exploits as part of an agreement to join the organization. Kangor is always working out and training with his marsupial partner, never one to fight fair. He uses dirty tricks and cheap shots against his opponents. His partner, Goru, can stand on his tail and execute precise punches and with his front paws, as well as devastating kicks with his feet, not allowing anyone close enough to touch him. The duo hold the unofficial record for first-round knockouts and not being hit by anyone. The quote at the bottom says, "I am an enormous bulldog, and you are a scared little chihuahua." Interesting, but That just says a lot about Guru. But if you kind of notice the with this figure, he is big. He is a big boa, but repainted and repackaged. But more on that later. We'll start with his accessories, starting with his figure stand. As you can see, the upraised Cobra logo, Kangor written on the front. And he also comes with, this time, unlike Big Boa, where Big Boa came with one, Kangor comes with two official dumbbells, as well as a pair of boxing gloves, which he can change for his hands. And all you have to do to utilize it is take the wrist off of Kangor, which I'm going to try to do that with one hand. It's kind of hard, but it's basically take the wrist off, and each boxing glove comes with a peg on the inside, which actually can peg in, which you can actually replace as for the hands. Which back in the vintage version of Big Boa, the boxing gloves would actually just fit on his hand. But Kangor also comes with the kangaroo that's written on the file card. This is Guru. Basically a farm animal style, unarticulated kangaroo, but it's pretty sweet looking kangaroo. So let's take a look at Big Boa. Like I said, this is a remold of, or this is Kangor, but this is a remold of Big Boa with painting at differences, where his arms and torso area is actually in a tan color because he is from Brazil, and his helmet is actually in a black mold or black paint app, with the silver with the red stripe going down the back, with the spikes going down the middle of the helmet. He's still got the red spiked torso adaptation web gear, and his blue pants with the red was in the front. He's also got black stripes around the right leg where it was red on Big Boa, and he's still got the black boots. So let's take a look at the articulation. His head does go full 360. It has some up and down movement. His arm, if I can get it to cooperate with me, it is a little stiff. Doing the raising up this way. We just go about that high. Come on now, cooperate. I hate it when these things are stiff like that. His arm does rotate the full 360. He does bend at the elbows, as well as rotate at the biceps. Does rotate at the wrist, which does come naturally because of the able to remove the hands. He does have the T hook at the hip joints. He does have the good articulation for the ab crunch. His legs can lift this high, about a full 90 degrees. Double knee joints. He does have the ankle pivot somewhat. They're real stiff and they're very easy to snap. Full 360 at the legs. And that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at Big Boa fully geared up, but with the gloves on first. There's Big Boa, geared up in a way with the gloves on. As you can see, there's the hands. They easily can peg right off because you get the little peg there in the hands. That's him with his gloves on. So let's take a look at him with the gloves off, but holding the dumbbells. So here he is holding the dumbbells. Now Kangor doesn't make any cartoon appearances in the Marvel comic run, nor any cartoon appearances. I think this was the original from the Animal Fighters in the Brazilian toy line. I if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, leave a comment in the comments below. Uh, this is just the overall appearance of Kangor. This has got to be a very good character. He could also play as Big Boa if you don't have a Big Boa. So you're not really missing much if you don't have a Big Boa. You could always get Kangor. But I would rank this as a top tier figure, just like I did Big Boa, just because he just looks cool and menacing. The kangaroo is a very very good touch. It gets diversity within the animal companions because you used to seeing like hawk dogs like Order and Junkyard and birds like Freedom, Talon, and Polly and whatnot. But this actually gives more diverse in animal characters. Like Crocmaster came with the crocodile. Uh, Kangor comes with a kangaroo. So I think that's actually a great addition. Uh, this has been Kangor. So tune in next week for the Halloween edition, which is of another ugly ass figure, the Vincent Price lookalike of Crystal Ball, the Cobra Hypnotist. I hope y'all guys are enjoying Ugly Ass Figures Month. This has been Kangor. So see y'all in the next one. And as we do in Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.